Nah, yeah, T, yeah, T, yeah, T.
Yeah. Yo, party people, Party People Network. Welcome to another episode. You could have been anywhere in the world, but we're so glad that you made it here. I am Mark Dean.
I'm Tigger Bounce.
Yes, yes. Party People Network. Guys,
Closer
we
to the
are
mic.
the collaborative collective that main objective is to reintroduce you to the groove known as Party People. And like I said, guys, we welcome you to this mothership of music that is transformative and that's going to make you move and make you feel a certain type of way, but in the way that, as we say, is good. So it's an honor, a privilege to be here again. And my man, take a bounce.
Yeah.
How are you doing, brother? How's everything going, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. Look, but I ain't doing good enough. I gotta take me a break.
I'm I mean, look, hey guys, it's that time, man, we're feeling festive in the festive
Oh
spirit,
yeah.
man, because you know what what we own now. And I mean, man, I'm gonna tell you before we get into it, guys. Again, you heard the intro. We want you to hit that like button, hit the thumbs up. We want you to subscribe. Definitely, Party People Network on YouTube. You can also reach out to us, Party People. We have a Party People music group on Facebook. Also, reach out to us on TikTok. So man, you can hit us up. And also our handles, for Mark Dean Music, for Tigger Bounce Music, also Party People. Yes, yes, yes. And we're about to get into some seriousness when you see Tig do this. And this. Man, without further
Yeah.
delay, Tig, man, we're about to enter into the holidays. Well, we're already here. It's
Mhm.
the holiday season, man. But you know, I'm into one of my favorite parts of the holidays, which is, as you know, Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I want to dedicate this show, first of all the party people out there that are, ready to enjoy the holidays, enjoy it with family, friends, but also there's another section, a section of party people within the Party People Network, and
Yeah.
this is our group. It's the Greedy
Yeah.
Dog Crew.
Yeah. Hey, look,
Okay.
I ain't big into the holiday, but I'm big into the eating. I'm big
Yes,
into any excuse that it is
man. Look,
to eat
let me
good,
tell you
and I
something.
like the
Good
selection of
eating.
food. I like the selection of food. I'm turkey wings,
Uh huh.
collard greens.
Right. Right.
I ain't even doing the smoked turkey. I'm doing
Come on
it
now.
bad. I'm putting hocks in there like
Come on now.
grandmama and them used to do. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? The macaroni and cheese, slap your mama and cheese, what I call it. But
Mm-hmm.
look, it's got to be gravy involved in all of that mix because I'm doing dressing. I'm
Oh
doing
yeah.
homemade potato salad. And I ain't gonna
Okay.
cook no desserts. You know what I'm saying? Maybe my daughter come up here, she cook one of them cakes, red velvet,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna do sweet potato souffle. No crust,
Okay.
none of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Hey.
just be thankful that I ain't gonna do no chitlins. I ain't gonna do no chitlins because everybody ain't coming. It's just gonna be me, my brother, my son, and we just up here. We're gonna have a good time. But I got my Hennessy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, look.
I'm just saying. I'm just
It's gonna
saying.
be, yeah.
That's
That
that's
brother
the way.
sound like, you said all the right things for it to
And I'm
be.
gonna glaze some ham. I'm gonna glaze some ham.
Hmm.
You know, we don't
Okay.
eat it but once a year. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You know, everybody on this health kick right now, it's like, oh, there's no pork to do that. Okay, cool. And
Yeah.
I feel you. But I'm gonna eat it this this season, I'm gonna
You
eat
you
it.
you,
It's an
you go,
excuse
hey,
for me
it,
to eat
it's
and
got
be
to go down.
big and fat. I ain't fat as I used to be. I can't scarf it down like I used to, but I'm
Right,
going to present it and put it on the table, and I'll eat of it. I sure
right.
eat of it as much as
you,
and
you're going
I
to
can.
enjoy it,
Yeah,
man.
even if it's just for it to be placed on the table. That's what I'm gonna do. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I'm
I
telling
hear you, man. I think probably do turkey, man. I mean, I must say, hey, I ain't mad at you, man. Hey, look, them
you.
hams, man, they be
Man,
smelling
I don't
good.
even care about the turkey. I care about the turkey wing. I like
Yeah,
that little wing part, that little tip part, where I can just play with the fat, even if I don't chew it and eat it. You know what I'm
nah,
saying? I like that part, and then I put some hot sauce on that
yeah,
thing. I
oh
got
yeah.
some pigtails. I got some stewed tomato down pigtails in here tonight that
Okay,
I'm going
okay,
to try.
okay.
I'm
See,
gonna try to
man,
try.
dude, you sound like somebody's grandmama in the kitchen back in the backwood
Yeah,
say, look,
I'm country.
I
I'm
got
country.
some
I'm from
stewed.
Montgomery, Alabama, and down by way of them parts. And
Yes,
I
sir.
keep grandmama traditions
Oh yeah,
going.
yeah, man. Oh man,
I
grandma,
like the
yeah.
taste of it, even if I don't just partake and just like really
Hmm.
scarf it down. Or I cook it just for the sake of
Oh
grandmama
yeah,
used to
yeah.
do it, and
See,
I can do
we
it well.
this is for all the greedy dogs out there, and I don't and
Ain't no greedy
people
dog. They ain't nobody no doggone
they
greedy
don't
dog
they
no
don't
more.
understand. For
I am.
those that might have well, we're gonna remind you in a little bit, but Greedy Dog is that song that's gonna it's one of those songs that as by the way, it's on Party People Volume 2. If for those of you that have been under a rock, um I encourage you, I behoove you to
Play it while you eating.
play it.
Play it while you eating. All of
Right.
this fatness.
Yes.
Just play it while you
Yes.
eating fatness. That's
Yes.
all we
See,
ask. Because
yeah,
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
right.
play the
I,
heck out of it. I'm gonna play the
I have,
I'm gonna
well, I'm
play it.
sorry.
I'm gonna play it tonight when I'm eating these pigtails. But I don't usually do this.
Right. Listen, I
Pay
have,
me no attention tonight. I just had a little bit of
look,
I'm on that hinter, hinter, yeah,
I was
hinter.
chalk. There you go. Okay. See, well, see, that's why, hey, man,
Don't do that. Don't
you
do
are the
that.
co-host. You keep it in stride. Like right now, I was in my
Fuck.
announcer mode. I was just trying to be
No, not in
gr-
this season.
greedy
You
dog.
use a fault,
But
and you
hey,
know you use a fault.
Greedy Dog now on Party People Volume 2, streaming worldwide on
Oh, radio
all
announcer.
digital platforms. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I was trying to do it like that. But again, look, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get on down. Hey, you get your fork.
rewind.
Get make
A fault,
sure get your fork and get down. Cause hey, that's what it's
not an
about. The
orange,
song
but an orange.
it,
Do you
it
eat oranges or do you eat oranges?
just
No, yo, it gotta hurt.
give me
It
that
gotta hurt.
on. Give me that on.
Oh, crappie.
Yo, man. But man,
Man.
I tell you, yeah, man, it's gonna be some good eating, man. I gotta have my sweet potato pies. I gotta have my I have a special recipe, sugar free, no sugar added sweet potato pies. So man, I got my potatoes. I'm just gonna man do me a couple of those. I'm on, but definitely I'm gonna do my turkey, man. Well, I really wanted to smoke a turkey. I really wanted to do that, but not gonna be able to do it this
Yeah.
time. But I'm gonna do my thing. We'll have some, dressing. I'm gonna do that, and might do, they like mac and cheese, but sometimes I could take a lead of mac and cheese, because sometimes I just want, hey, like you said, man, a turkey wing, the dressing,
That mac and cheese, it fill you up.
gravy.
It be heavy. But if it's good though, you gotta have it. I could eat the mac and cheese by itself, So I do that. Like I be sitting up late doing what I'm doing. I might just eat the turkey wing. I might hot sauce that thing down or whatever.
Yeah, man.
I might just eat the dressing with the gravy.
Yeah. See, now I ain't gonna lie.
Don't let me start talking about no chitlins.
Yeah, I love to wake up and maybe get me a little turkey and the dressing for breakfast.
What about the potato salad?
Oh yeah. Now hey,
you can eat that by itself too.
If you now, I'll say this, even though, man, I haven't done pork in a while, but if you gonna have ham, I would expect you to have the
glaze,
the potato salad, not potato, but
ham,
tater salad
and tater salad. Oh my!
Yeah, had a tater salad
sandwich with the tater salad. Oh my! Stop! Oh my! Stop.
Oh yeah. Now,
I'm doing
but
all
see,
of it.
But see, that's why I wanted to smoke.
I ain't as fat as I used to be. I ain't as fat as I.
Yep, man. Look,
it don't matter.
I'm probably gonna wind up. Maybe gaining, maybe a few pounds.
I don't care about gaining no weight. Why?
Because it's good eating.
Why should I care?
It's good eating.
I'm a greedy dog.
Greedy dog.
I'm a greedy dog.
When you, it's good eating, guaranteed. So hey, look, man. You told me, then Miss Pearl had something to say, or something like that, man.
To get on the song, and I put on the song. I had to put Miss Pearl on a song. I started. She was asking me. It's like, oh, what's that auto tune? I want to put some auto tune on myself. I was like, Miss Pearl, you don't need no auto tune. You sound like you already got auto tune on you. So I didn't put no auto tune.
It's oozing out the pores. It's oozing out the pores.
Yeah, she's like, y'all boys, nah, just put me on the song. I put on the song, and that's what it is.
Why?
She ain't singing or nothing, but she just saying her piece.
All right, well, look.
Because she get me good and hungry, the way she describing everything she used to cook.
Okay. Yeah.
Cook it.
She really gets excited when she talks about cooking. She gets excited.
You gotta
cooking.
Cook. No, you're saying it wrong. You're saying you gotta cook.
But so I tell you what, man, let's get into it, because you know what? This is gonna be part of the remix. Now, for those, like I said, original version is on Party People Volume 2. But this one, man, hey, we got to hear this, man. Here we go. You ready? You ready for it? Ready for it? All right, here we go.
Now this is for all y'all foodies out there who love Thanksgiving, cause it ain't nothing but another excuse to make a big fat plate.
I used to cook for y'all, and y'all used to dig it down and eat just like the little greedy dogs.
Let's go.
I'm a greedy dog.
I used to cook for y'all.
I'm a greedy dog.
Greedy dogs.
I'm a greedy dog.
I used to cook for y'all.
I'm a greedy dog.
Greedy dogs. I cook macaroni and cheese, collard green, mashed potatoes with 2 types of gravy, potato salad, fried chicken, baked chicken, cornbread, black-eyed peas, lima beans, green beans, squash
welcome Party People Network. I am Mark Dean, and this is Yes, Tigger Bounce, and welcome. We have a very special guest with us on the mothership known as the Party People Network. I mean, this gentleman is truly, truly one of the leading people as far as when you're talking about the entertainment business. He's like the go-to in terms of understanding that, and you're going to find out a lot. You're going to learn a lot. It's an honor and a privilege to have him on this episode of the Party People Network. Without further ado, I want to introduce you to Dr. William Ashbourne. How are you doing, sir, tonight?
Doing tonight.
Oh, man. Yes, indeed. It is, again, like I said, honor and a privilege. And for those that don't know, and for those that are aspiring artists, a lot of the listeners out there that tune in to the Party People Network, we do have aspiring artists out there and you know, just trying to find their way through this, well, as we know, the music industry. Doctor, some of the things that you have, and best, especially in the past, in speaking with you, you have always given me jewels. And like I said, again, it's an honor and a privilege to have you on the show.
All right, thank you. Glad to be here.
All right. Well, first off, Doc, before we get into the meat and potatoes of this, give us a little background, man. What started it off for you with the music and the music industry?
Well, I started off just by representing a couple of good friends from college who had started a little label in New York. And when we started, it was rap music. And at that time, people didn't really believe rap music was going to last. So it was kind of a entrepreneurial thing, but really kind of just a risky venture to start working with these rappers, because at the time they wasn't making no money. But and you know, people were interested in it, so I kind of gravitated towards them. And one of my best friends from college started a label called Cold Chillin' with Big Daddy Kane and Biz Markie and guys. And when he started the label, he came to me. He said, "Hey, you know, I need somebody to look at these contracts. I need a lawyer to help me out. You know, I need, and since we boys, I need you to watch my back." And little did I know that was going to start me on a whole new career.
Wow. Yeah. And that is, I mean, that, I tell you, man, when you said Cold Chillin', man, you know, Big Daddy Kane, I mean, you know, that's the Juice Crew, and, you know, Marley Marl and Biz Markie and
Mr. Magic,
yeah, Mr. Magic, yeah, yes, indeed, man. And Doc, well, where were you?
South Bronx with Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, and later moved to Atlanta to represent people like Ludacris and Tag Team and some of the people on Jermaine Dupri's label and things like that. Then kind of semi-retired and moved to Alabama and started a music business program at Alabama State University.
Yes.
And retired.
Awesome.
Yeah.
and man, I know we had a conversation prior, a couple not too long ago. You were saying, "Hey, you're now retired," but you know, it seems like, you know, like that scene out of the Godfather movie, they're trying to pull you back in because of your experience and your expertise in entertainment business, and how literally what you just said with you running down your past and your experience that's gotten you here to this point. You actually are one of those people that definitely has bridged the gap, and, you know, and like you said, starting a music business program, you know, that's heavy. that's heavy. And I think it's in this situation right now that we know where, it's one thing is certain is uncertainty. And, in the music industry right now, it's a lot of uncertainty that's going on. But, with that, there's certain fundamentals and essential things that is tried and true that's needed to have a good foundation in terms of understanding how to navigate through the music business. What are some of those things that you learn as far as key fundamentals that for those that are aspiring artists, they should have in trying to navigate and be successful in this industry?
Well, the first thing I would think of is that you need to have your own business. Everybody looking for a deal, trying to get signed, looking for somebody to sponsor them. If you don't have your own business, you're going to come out on the short end of the stick in this industry. First thing is the need to have your own, which means first to me, you need to have some money. For some reason, people think you music business with no money, but that's not true. You'll be in it only in name because it's an investment. It's an investment of your time. It's an investment of your talents. And if you don't have the money to set aside that time, and because you got to work a 9-to-5 job or you got to make ends meet, then you're going to put yourself in a real bad situation because even if you have a product that you could sell, you won't have the time or the money to sell it.
Yeah,
That's the
makes
first.
sense.
Everybody needs to remember that it's a business, and any business needs. Yeah, you need talent. You need a good producer. Yeah, you need a great studio. Yeah, you need all that stuff. But the first thing before you walk in the studio, before you talk to the producer, is you better have some dollars in your pocket.
Right. And so definitely understand that it is a business for sure. Yeah.
And
It
you
is a
got to
business.
invest it. Yeah.
Yeah. And Doc, that's funny because right now with the advent, and I know you've seen it in its infancy with social media. What have you observed in terms of just pros and cons involving with social media and how you tie that into the music business? Because you do, like you said, at the end of the day, you need money. It's definitely an investment. But what are some of the things that you see in terms of, okay, the pros and cons with where some artists saying, well, you know what, I can do this on social media and I can utilize social media like this. How do you respond to that? Because I know you've probably, your interactions, you've had situations where you've had possibly, students that have, said, well, you know what, I'm gonna just go and I'm gonna just try to get these streams and try to do all of this stuff. I mean, what would you say to that?
Well, streaming is good if you have a good video that you're working with and a good song. That's good, but you got to have a following. The trick is to establish a following because you can do all the streaming you want and put out all the streams you want, but if you ain't got nobody listening to it, you got 1,000 followers. You're not going to raise too much sand in this business. Now, if you can generate a following and have 1 million followers, now your streams have some effect. But the trick is how do you following?
Gotcha. That's cool. And with that, you said the artists that you've worked with in the past to broker deals. In terms of that, some of the biggest lessons that you learned from, or can you pick out an instance where you was like, okay, this is a situation, not to throw names, but just one from your experience. What was one of the most challenging things you had to deal with in terms of, say, maybe one of your clients as far as with the entertainment business involved?
Well, in the entertainment business, one of the things you're going to have to deal with is white folks. As soon as you start making it, now that you've got these million streams, all of a sudden they become your best friends. And they want to help you run your business and they want to get involved. And sometimes they don't have your best interest at heart. I know as a black attorney representing rap artists, so as soon as they would break through the little glass ceiling and start making money, all of a sudden, all these white folks is in your face with all these propositions that may or may not be in your best interest. So that's why you need to have not only you have some money, but you need to have some people around you that you can trust. Because trust is a high price commodity in this business. And if you know, the more money you have, the more people gather around you, but not necessarily people you can trust. So get you some money and get you a little crew, a manager or a producer or, some folks around you who are like-minded.
So basically making sure that in this understanding that, definitely, I take that you can't be an island. You have to have a team,
Yeah,
and that team has to
absolutely.
definitely have to, they have to see the vision. They have to share in making sure that vision comes to fruition, and pretty much
And you
like you
remember,
said, they play their role.
your member of your team needs to have some skills. I mean, you just don't want your boy because he's your best friend, and he don't know nothing about the business, and you don't know nothing about the business. You got the blind leading the blind, but you want to have some people skills. So once you try to get that little money together and get that stream, you got to do some networking. You got to go to events and meet people, you got to be where they are. Yeah, social media is a good outlet to give out your product in terms of trying to get that recognition, but it's always nice to know folks in the business. So attend conferences. In certain instances, a lot of colleges now have music business programs. Howard just started one with Warner Brothers. That's that's doing very well. But the first thing you need to do is get yourself a little networking so you can make those connections so that you don't waste money. Because it's one thing to have it, but if you don't know what you're doing with it, it's going to just go in one hand and just be gone before you know it.
It's money is fleeting. It will be going like 90 going north if you're not careful, especially in this thing. Doc, with that, you mentioned one thing, like you said, and you've been really diligent throughout your career in wanting to make sure that in this industry that education and getting the information is critical to devising, like you said, a successful plan where all of those factors, like you said, making sure you have a team, making sure that you understand, hey, there's certain fundamentals that you need to have and approach it like a business. In terms of that now, and again, going back to right now with social media and different things. Someone mentioned to me a while back that they said the industry is basically right now, if you understand, it's going to be contracts, but also copyrights are very important, and just things like publishing and all those things. To that aspiring artist, in terms of that, what advice would you give them to say, okay, well, look, you're trying to get in the industry. Well, these are certain things that you need to do to make sure that you have at least the basic understanding of knowing, okay, because everything, especially in this thing, like right now, people, they see this podcast, they'll see the end result, but they don't know how, how it was implemented, or what was the first step in taking that step. With artists, what you would say would be the first step they need to take?
Getting a business. The first thing you need to do is to set up your business. Go to the Secretary of State, get you a LLC or INC or a partnership, or however you want to structure your business. I can't tell you how to do that because everybody's situation is different. But you need to make sure that you have a legal entity with a tax ID number and a bank account. And now you talking.
Look, these things are, man, I want to say that alone, for those that are out there listening to the Party People Network, there's been just straight jewels. And in some instances, they would say common sense, but in this thing, sometimes they get caught up with the lights, the action, all of that. And that sometimes fly right over the artists' heads, especially now where it used to be, they saying 15 minutes of fame. Now it's more like 5 minutes of fame due to, social media, where everything is like microwavable. But
Well,
again,
let me
go
just
ahead.
add this. Some people are in this business for fame, and some people are in this business for fortune.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can't really help you with the fame part because I don't have those skills that would help you acquire fame. But I can also tell you that once you are in this business, you need to make sure that you acquire fortune. There's too many stories of people who were in the business or who thought they was in the business, only to find out that somebody else was making all the money. So
Mm.
nice to have a podcast. It's nice to have a website. It's nice to have a stream. But if you're not in the business, if you don't understand where your money coming from, how you get paid, who's writing the checks, and who's signing them, then you're going to be on the outside looking in.
Mm-hmm.
I got a
Awesome.
question.
Yeah.
I
Wait, Ted?
am in my latter part. I ain't no young whippersnapper. I'm not a Chris Brown, nor do I want to be. I'm not one of these young dancing, singing, heartthrob guys. I just enjoy doing music. I've been doing it for a while. I'm a producer, writer, engineer, and I've been hearing. Well, I actually more than just heard about it. I actually get one. It's like these the music placement. I would like to know what you know on the spectrum of what's going on out there as far as like music placement with um, movie soundtracks, video games, things of that nature.
Yeah, that's a very good question because a lot of the music, music sells everything except music. So getting into games, getting into movies, getting on commercials, doing those kind of deals can be very lucrative. But then again, I keep going back to the same thing. First, I think we were talking about a record company. Now we're talking about a publishing company. Before you can even submit your stuff to a movie theater or to a game operator or to anybody who has different platforms that they may be able to exploit your music, you got to have your own publishing company, which means probably for most artists, you need to go find out what it is publishing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
If you don't know
Right.
what publishing is, then again, you like a mechanic who say he can fix cars, but he ain't got no tools. So
Mm.
yeah, you might have the knowledge to do it, and you may have the vision of how it should be done. But if you don't have the tools, you're not going to be successful. So then another business you need to start, and this could be in the form of an LLC or INC, is a publishing company. And this is before you even put a song out there, so that when people say, oh, "Okay, well, give me your publishing company information," they like your song. You're not sitting there talking about, "Huh? What? I didn't have,
I've
you
seen
know."
it.
So
I've seen
Right.
yeah. I've
Right.
seen that. I've seen that.
Exactly. Exactly.
I did
Um.
one. I did like one of those placements back in like 2009,
okay.
and
First
Drake
question they
did
want to know.
PRO,
Yep.
and I had it in place. It was a small little thing. I think the song that I did, I wrote it, produced it, sung it, and they took that and went with it. And since 2009 or whatever, it's been consistent. Whereas, like, I see something, I just wish it was more or bigger. It was just a little small, some odd seconds of a set for a TV show.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
That's why I learned. That's the first time that I learned
Yeah.
after, like you got to get with BMI, cap, such and such, whoop, whoop. So, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I'm with them.
Yeah.
But that's the first time that I saw that it's real. So you're
And T,
talking
that
about these
excuse me,
people.
that was a sync placement, right? That was sync in it. Was it
Yeah,
in a TV show or
TV show. Yeah,
it was a
straight
TV show?
from
Okay. Okay.
CBS, ABC, or whatever. And I was like, oh, this is real. And it jogged my, it made me think. It's like, so Commodore, Stevie Wonder, whoever, like that own they rights or whatever however you would put it. It's like these people, based on that publishing, they ain't got to do. They don't have to. They don't have to do nothing else if they got their paperwork and everything right. Because little old me, from 2009, you still receive those checks. Just imagine if a song went like platinum or whatever they call it, went big or overseas and yada yada yada. And I'm like, okay, I can see this. That's the first time I was with one of the PROs, and I was just with them. But that's the first time I got something placed that actually went somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw like, wow, this
Well, you'd be surprised how many of the
don't stop.
people, you'd be shocked to know how many artists don't even have affiliation with PROs. And
Mm.
now
Mm.
Mm,
called Sound Exchange, and Sound Exchange every year has money that they have to distribute,
mm,
but they don't have any artists, and they don't have any songwriters to distribute it to.
Mm-hmm.
wow.
The
Yeah.
folks are
And Doc,
they're
quick
not registered.
question. You hit something that where, okay, for those artists, and just where does that money go? Like, okay, you got a song and it's got traction. Cause it can be one of those things. Once it's out there, it's out there. And it's gaining momentum, but they're not affiliated with a PRO. They don't know what ASCAP or CSAC or BMI is even. They just look at it, okay, well, these are some letters or whatever. And it goes, and then they don't have the stuff registered like you said on Sound Exchange. Where does that money initially go? They don't get paid. Where does it go? It's just
It sits there for a few years. I'm not sure. Different genres have different number of years, but it'll sit there for a few years, and then it'll be distributed to artists who they'll split it up and distribute it to artists who they do represent.
wow.
It don't stay there forever. But
Right.
if I would say if you have a reasonable amount of interest in your money, you would take the time to learn the business and stop just putting music out there and just hope something hits.
Right. Right. So basically, in a nutshell, Doctor, you saying if you don't, like you said, due diligence, know about registering your works, learn about PROs, understand what publishing is all about,
Absolutely.
understand the importance of right, understand the importance of the copyright, um, and where honestly, with that, you basically are setting things up not just for your benefit, but it can be something that your children and your children's children can receive benefits from, if you
Absolutely.
register properly, and
And that's the
understand
other
that.
thing. Before I close out, I want to touch on the fact that there's a website, copyright.gov. Go
Mm-hmm.
on there and register your music with the Copyright Office. Don't give your music away because if somebody else go on there and register, then you're gonna have to prove it was yours first. So before you put your music out, we talked about setting up your business. We talked about
Right.
setting up your now we need to make sure we got our copyrights. This is all legal documents that you will have to prove that it's yours. And when them checks start coming in, you'll be able to say, okay, this is my business, this is my business name, this is my business account. All you got to do is sign the check. Nowadays,
Yeah.
probably not even that. It's direct deposit.
Yeah, but Doc, you said something that definitely, if nothing else, handling your business will put you in a position to say, hey, sign the check, or this is where you can deposit this. And that is very, very important. And I just want to, piggyback off of that and say to you, Doc, I want to commend you for being at forefront of educating aspiring artists, and even going through to say, hey, look, developing a program so they can learn and understand that even though there are no rules, but there is a process in this thing we know as the music business. And somebody else said, they say, hey, business is a longer word than music. So you might want to put a little more attention on the business that will enable you to do the music and be consistent in that. And so, Doctor, I just want to say again, thank you for taking out your time and giving us some valuable, and to those aspiring artists, on behalf of, our audience out there in the Party People Network, that, because we've been getting some feedback, people been saying, well, man, how you do this? And I said, you know what? I said,
No problem. Hit me on Instagram, Dr. Ashbourne.
yes.
Instagram, tell them, I'll try to answer questions the best I can. But this can probably boil down to the same thing. Handle your business.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well,
Alrighty.
Doc, as we wrap this up, man, I know it's Thanksgiving. It's around that time, and man, what are your plans for Thanksgiving, man? What you got going on for the holidays?
Turkey Day Classic.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
be at the and doing a lot.
See, oh yeah. See, I couldn't resist, because Doc, we gonna be handling some things real soon. But before we go, again, guys, I want to say this was Dr. William Ashbourne, a scholar, entertainment business attorney, a creator of entertainment business programs, not just for both our alma maters, Alabama State, but has been across, in terms of when you see someone that you point at and say, well, this gentleman is that guy, and he's been that guy for a long time. So, Dr. Ashbourne, again, we salute you, man. And again, guys, you can reach him. What's the Instagram again?
Dr. Ashbourne.
All right, man. All right. Party People Network.